Hi class, I wanted to make a video to give you some directions on how to use my writing lab if you are at home and you've forgotten what we talked about in class. So I am here in our class, so this is us on Blackboard. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to the Course Content tab, because under the Course Content tab are written instructions, right here, My Writing Lab Instructions, on what to do when you open things up. So I'm going to bring that up, open it with Microsoft Word. And when you open this up, it gives you written instructions. So bring that up first, especially if you learn better just by reading something than by watching a video like this. So I'm going to go back to our Blackboard page and kind of just go over what we're talking about. Okay, so back in Blackboard, if you go to the My Writing Lab tab right here, there. Okay, everybody see that? So I'm clicking on My Writing Lab, and this is what you should see. Blackboard just integrated Pearson's My Writing Lab, so that's what the integration support is. We're all still learning a little bit about it. It's new this semester, so bear with us. The first thing you want to go to, though, is, and this is on your home computer, is go to My Lab Writing Browser Check. So if you click that, then it will tell you, and I'm pretty sure I have a couple of things that are outdated, what programs on your computer are outdated that you need to install. So I have Adobe Flash Player and Adobe Reader that need to be installed. So if I click Install Now, then what will come up is this information here. What you need to make sure of is that these optional offers here are not clicked, because it'll, download some things that you don't want on your computer. Okay, so make sure those are not clicked, these optional offers, and then click Install Now next. Now when you go to this, it will download it, which I've already tried to do, and it will give you instructions after it downloads it. You save the file, and it'll go to your download folder. I'm in Firefox, so my download folder's up here. And you can click on it, and you can open the Flash Player, which is old. This won't come up for you. I can't download it because I'm on my work computer and I need an administrator to do that. So you should be able to go ahead and open it and run it on your computer, and then it will be there. So I'm going to get out of this and go back to the My Writing Lab tab. So this is how to go back in Blackboard. My Writing Lab, or My Lab Writing is what it says. And once you have made sure that everything is updated, then you want to go to, well, there's a couple different places you could go. So My Writing Course Home, I think, is the one that, yes, this is a new tab, and so I find it a little bit confusing, but it may help you because there's a calendar here to kind of see when things are due, and kind of help you to organize things. So there's nothing due in January, but if you see the little red dots, that tells you when something is due. And if you double click on it, then it comes up and tells you everything. The due dates, though, at this present moment on the first day of class are not correct. So just take that into account. We will go over the correct due dates in class, and they will be correct on your class schedule that you will be using for our class. So just FYI on that. I think the easier way to go, though, if you go back to My Writing Lab, is this little, your textbook learning path. Okay. So when you click on that, it'll look like little folders. So these are the 4 folders that we'll actually be completing this semester. And there are a few things that you need to know about them. We obviously will be talking about this in class as well. But the first thing that you need to know about these folders is that you have to complete them in order. So you'll do Understanding Basic Grammar first, which is folder 1. And then folder 2 is Composing Clear and Effective Sentences. This is folder 3, and this is folder 4. So you won't just like go into this folder and complete a few things and then go into this folder and complete a few things. It will be very confusing if you do it that way. And also, you won't get points for it. So don't do that. Don't waste your time. Start with understanding basic grammar, and when you click on it, then the first thing you'll always do in every folder is take the skills check for understanding basic grammar, take the skills check for whatever that folder is called. Okay, so when you click on the skills check, I'm not going to click on it because my view looks different than yours and I don't want to confuse you, but there are 25 questions. You are welcome to look the answers up to the questions while you take it, but you know, probably your best bet is just to think about it, go as slowly as you need to, and answer all of the questions to the best of your ability. When you're finished with the skills check, then this little folder right here might have pencils beside everything, or there might be some or all of the subjects here that have little stars. See the mastered there? Now I haven't taken the skills check, so it says I haven't mastered anything. But if I were to take it and do well on certain questions in the skills check, then that means I might have mastered certain areas, and that means that I know what I'm doing there and I don't need to work on it much more. Okay, so if you have a star beside any of these after you take the skills check, you don't have to do that folder, and in fact you shouldn't waste your time on it. However, if you have a pencil, that means you need a little bit more work in that area. So if you have a pencil, then say you click on subjects and verbs, then what's going to show up over here is an overview, an animation, a recall, and a post-test. Again, you'll need to complete these in order. Always go over the overview first because that's like notes. It's reading about that subject. So subjects and verbs, the notes on overview are here, and you would just bring them up. And you can even have them read to you if you like that kind of thing. So you can press play and just listen to it. Okay? Or you can go back. Woo, let's go all the way back. Okay. Whoops. Okay, let me go back all the way. See, told you, still learning. Okay, so understanding basic grammar, and you can do the animation. Now, animation is just a video that you can watch or listen to that also will help you with your understanding of that area. Once you've completed those two things, you're welcome to print out the overviews as well so that you can use them. You want to take the recalls, and the recalls like an exercise that you can practice, and you can take that a couple of times. If you don't do well on it the first time, make sure you go over it and see what you did wrong. Most students who go over it and see what they did wrong the first time will do well on it the next time. However, if you skip it, if you get in too much of a hurry, then that's when you'll run into problems and you might fail it again. If you take the post-test, then while you're in class, that is the one that counts for us, for our points, and you have to master it by 80%. So you have to earn an 80 on it. In order to master this section and move on to the next section that you need to work on. So you can take the post-test twice, but you can only take post-tests in class. Never take them outside of class unless I've given you permission to do so expressly. Okay, another thing to remember is that if you're having any problems with anything, make sure that you email our assistant in this class, who is Mrs. Mary Jo Borders. I will be giving you her information in class, but her information is also at the bottom of these instructions on what to do. So mborders@kctcs.edu. So if you have any questions about any of the sections, like while you're at home or in class, you're welcome to email her. She may not get back to you immediately. She will be coming into our class in person a few times throughout the semester as well. So she can help you work on these things during class. Okay, so if you have any questions, certainly let me know in class, or shoot me an email or call my office anytime. Thanks.